Welcome back to Fantasy TV, where we get the inside scoop on your real passion, dig deep into your aspiration, and make that fantasy dream become a reality. Today's fantasy is about a brother who's redefining urban fashion as we speak. He's taking the fashion industry by storm, not just in New York, but worldwide, creating a premium streetwear brand that resonates with youth's bold creativity. Fedy Bruno, welcome to Fantasy TV.
Thank you for having me, bro.
It's a fact. Be outside. Talk to me. What brings you up on my platform? Thank you for being up here, by the way.
Well, first and foremost, thank you for inviting me. I had to come once I got the invite, and this is a good platform. I feel like it was a good place for my brand to tell my story, share some information. So here I am.
No, I love the
Fabric,
energy.
we here.
It's a fact. Would you mind getting the ball rolling and talk to us about how long Prolific Fabric has been running in the business?
I'll say like 2020, so about 4 years.
4 years running, guys.
Yeah, about 4 years. We're pretty young. We're still new to this technically.
No, definitely. And talk about your upbringing. The first couple of years, when did Prolific Fabric start becoming profitable for you?
I'll say about first to second year, around that time.
First to second year.
Yeah, I was able to take a little vacation up after selling some. So I'll say first to second year for sure.
No, I'm loving that. I remember during our conversation, you brought up a lot about not focusing on money. Why is it big for an entrepreneur to not focus on money when he runs a business?
The reason you don't want to focus on money when you start, specifically when you start, is because like you'll get discouraged quick. Because don't nobody start nothing and start making a lot of money at first. Nobody. So focus on the end goal, and usually like you should have at least a passion for what you're doing. So just love what you're doing and keep doing it. Like find out methods and techniques that's working. Keep trying them and just keep doing the work. And eventually the money will just naturally come.
No, definitely.
Naturally come. It's like, I don't know, you're on a treadmill, you're running. You don't know when you're going to lose the weight, but you're going to lose it. So it's the same way. Just keep doing the work. You're just going to gain from it.
No, that's a fact.
That's what I have to say.
I see you speak heavy about passion. How long has fashion or just streetwear in general been on your mind?
All right, so when I'm not from America, I'm from Haiti. So when I first came, like
I went to spot.
Yeah, I went to school. We used to wear uniform. So the fashion wasn't a big deal. But when I got to high school, you gotta look cool going to school. Like you gotta what I'm saying? So right off the bat, freshman year, I don't really know anything about fashion as of yet. I'm seeing all the cool dudes wearing this. I'm like, nah, I gotta get in the game.
What are some of the brands they was wearing in high school, bro?
Aeropostale.
Aero was popping.
American Eagle. That was my freshman year. Hollister.
They were going on G-Shocks, right?
G-Shocks. I didn't have none of that at the time yet, though. So I had to get ready. So I would say freshman year it started when I met. It's actually funny. I met my man's Parish in the Hood, where I'm from, Crown Heights, and he kind of put me on. His brothers was so fly. I'm like, yo, bro, where you? I went on the internet, Jordans, Nikes, and it was over after that. So I'll say freshman year, 14, 13, and after that, I just became my own person. I learned my own different brands.
Develop your own fly.
Yeah, my own swag, Urban Outfitters, H&M, Jordans, the ripped jeans. And then fashion been in me since then up until today. And it's been my passion since then as a kid.
Definitely taking over the fashion industry, bro. So salute to you, King.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
But a lot of these questions could not come off just the top of my head. I have an amazing co-host with me. I want you to introduce. Talk to me, ladies.
Hi, I'm Natalia. You can call me Nat. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm 27 years old. So my question to you is, what is your advice for up-and-coming entrepreneurs who do get discouraged when, their business is not profiting?
All right, my first advice is don't get discouraged. We're going to start out like that. Don't get discouraged. The reason why you don't want to get discouraged is because nothing is easy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard. There's going to be times where you feel like, oh my God, nobody's buying. There's going to be times you're probably not even going to like your work. You're going to be like, man, is this even good? You're going to question yourself, doubt yourself, but you got to keep pushing because you got to be your biggest believer, your biggest inspiration, your biggest push, because that's what I had to do for myself. I didn't have much believers in my brand when I first started, like my parents, my siblings, my friends. They didn't really like my logos. They were like, oh man, this is not that cool. My mother like, man, this is lame. Like it's a mask. But I believed in it. And as a matter of fact, I didn't change not one thing. After hearing all the critics, I kept pushing. And now they all of a sudden like it. All of a sudden. But you kind of have to like, your mind creates your world. So you kind of have to like create what you want. And as you do the work, as you market, promote, the universe just attract people. Like people just all of a sudden start liking your stuff. But they probably just didn't get it at first. So just keep pushing, don't stop. find some, find people to learn from. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you're not getting results, it's something you're not doing right, or it's something you're doing wrong. So find somebody that's already doing it, or somebody you look up to. Go on YouTube. Go to what is it? The bookstore, Barnes and Nobles. Find, there's places to learn. So find out where you can learn and apply what you learn, and eventually, just like me, you'll get results. So, because that's what I had to do. I was on YouTube, bro. I be on YouTube like how to sell your first shirt.
Literally, YouTube University, man.
Yeah, like how to create a logo or something. Just YouTube everything, and then of course there's that, but there's also having drive. Like people think this stuff is just, I don't know, like how you gonna gain muscle if you don't work out?
Right.
I need to work out too, by the way.
To see results.
Yeah, like put in the work, like find out what the work is to do, even if it's not close, but it could be, I don't know.
It could be anything that you put your mind to, like
anything
you want to like see an end goal with.
Yeah, like whether you want to sell, I don't know, lashes, nails, hair, whatever. There's methods and techniques out there that works that will allow you to get those results.
Yeah, there's plenty of resources.
Yeah, just learn, find ways to learn, apply yourself, and keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's not meant for, like, it's meant for everybody, but you gotta be built for this in a way. Like you gotta endurance. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this morning, like for example, I was saying earlier, like I got discouraged this morning a couple times because I had a photo shoot to do. I had to be here, and it was a couple, it was a couple problems with my cameraman wasn't responding to me. I'm like, man, do I feel like going? It's raining. I got it done. I went.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I pushed myself to walk outside that door. I'm going back and forth. The whole time doing all this, everybody else in the house doing their thing, chilling,
relaxing on their side.
And I'm running back and forth. And look, I'm here right now. So just have some type of drive. If you don't have it, find it. Find your motivation.
Some faith, for sure.
And faith. That's a big one right there. Because that's what I had. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, man, will they like this ski mask stuff? And now they love it, bro.
Yeah, because you do second guess yourself. So back to when you said a lot of people in your corner didn't really support it at first.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they saw a different path for you?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not like they didn't support me. Like my mom would never not support me.
Right.
She
But initially, she wasn't like, okay, yeah, this is the greatest thing.
Yeah, she's
doing her son to be streetwear clothes.
Yeah, no, it's not even that. She genuinely didn't like the product. Sometimes, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, like not everything I make people like. Like you probably like this shirt, but you don't like that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
it's all about preference.
Yeah, so generally she didn't like the logo, but she's like, hey, this is some mask. This look like some dangerous ghetto stuff. So a lot of people, it's not like they didn't support me, but I guess they didn't see. They didn't get it. They didn't see the vision. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like I didn't really like Teslas not too long ago. Now my friend got a Tesla. Now I like Teslas.
Right.
So sometimes you got to see it from a different point of view, or like don't think everybody don't support you because they didn't buy your product. That's not true, bro.
Right.
So you got to have a different mindset than others, if that makes sense.
No, definitely. I want to get more into the attire that you already have available. Are you into kids attire as well? What do you have available for kids?
So the kids attire is actually something I'm about to like,
expand
towards more. But we have kids stuff. We have sweatsuits for the kids and the hoodies from ages 2T, which is the toddlers, then infants after toddlers, right? Then infants, and then big kids, which is middle school, which is from like up until age 14.
Okay, I love 8th grade.
Yeah, 8th grade, 7th grade. So we definitely have kids. We have the graduation sweatsuits, 2T, 4T, 6T, and so on and so forth. So definitely kids. And during the summer, I should have the T-shirts and kids as well.
No, I love that. Prolific 2025 coming up, you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of which, what is your favorite sweatsuit line that you just dropped so far? Favorite line that you dropped?
I'm not gonna lie, it gotta be the classic, the original, just because that's the one, bro. That's if you don't know.
You describe it for the ones who don't know.
Yeah, so first of all, our Instagram is Prolific Fabric. If you haven't, go tune in right now. And our website is prolificfabricstore.com. So the graduation sweatsuit is this logo right here. It's just big in the chest. Matter of fact, I have it right here.
Yes, sir.
Grab it.
Brother brought his merchandise to the podcast. Come check it out, you guys.
So this is might have take it out the bag.
Come on. DIY, you can do it yourself, man.
So this is my favorite piece right here. This is just the hoodie though. The pins just have the same logo, but it's a big 3D print. You could watch this 100 times. It won't come off.
Now I know you You've probably seen this logo on your favorite TikToker, content creator, every YouTuber. They rocking this sweater in New York, man. For real, tap in.
So this is my favorite piece, only because it means so much to me. Like, you know, it's the original, and that's the one that caught the audience. That's the one, because, you know, when you have a business,
that's your heavy hitter.
Yeah, you always have that one product that's the best seller, and it naturally became that. I didn't force it on the people. It just happened on its own.
Authentic.
Yeah, so because of that, it's my favorite piece. It's my baby. You know what I'm saying? I have to love it for life. So it's my favorite piece right here. This is what prolific means right here.
Right here,
ski mask and a graduation cap, a negative into a positive at all times. Always be the greater person for me. So that's the piece right here.
Remember that, you guys. Your brand always should have some symbolization towards it. At first, you would think prolific fabric is just a regular streetwear because you see what it represents. You see a ski mask and a hoodie and a graduation cap. But when you ask this brother what actually defines it, I'm actually impressed by what it means. It means turning a negative into a positive and being given the opportunities that you already have and making something of it. If you're giving lemons, you made them into lemonade.
For sure.
It's a fact, and I love that for you.
I like lemonades too, actually. It's my favorite juice.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Actually,
and also, matching sets. The wintertime is right here. So do you have anything for couples coming up? Me and my girlfriend, if you want to get a sweatsuit together, what will we wear?
To be honest, a lot of couples actually just buy our graduation sweatsuits. It's the same color, different colors. And we have newer stuff coming out. So you'll always have stuff for the couples. I have a variety, like different colors. I don't have something like his and hers in a way, like,
you know what I'm saying?
But you can just get the same thing, you know?
And now y'all matching, y'all twinning them.
Yeah, y'all twinning. And then we have different, this is not the only sweatsuit I have. So I have different logos. So you can just, as long as it's prolific, it could be, you could get the Victory sweatsuit, which is a whole different design. Or you could get the Guilty Pleasure, which is a whole other, you know what I'm saying? Couples do this a lot, bro. I've seen, like, on Instagram, they'll tag us. It's like a couple. It's, you know, that warms my heart seeing that, because it's like, that's when I know, like, they'll last forever.
Nah,
word. They got, you know, if you're a couple, you cop prolific, you're gonna last forever.
That's a real longevity in that one.
Stamped.
I never gotta break up.
Locked in, prolific couple.
And look, if you a boyfriend, get your girl a sweatsuit. If you a girlfriend, get your man a
sweatsuit. Christmas passed, but I know you overdoing that late present. So yeah,
get it done.
Make it count, fellas. Make it count. Nah, definitely. But I want to piggyback off of your Victory sweatsuit. A lot of TikTokers, content creators. My brother J Live, check him out. J Live Chevy on Instagram. He wore his Victory sweatsuit.
Shout out J Live.
Bring up some of the other real artists, actors, content creators that wore some of your sweatsuits. Who else has worn your gear?
Well, first off, big shout out to J Live. Man, we've been tapped in for a while, and we still tapped in. So, as far as, you know, mostly like New York. I'm not trying to expand, but as far as New York, I'll say like the early drill. I'll say like Busy Banks,
Busy tapped in,
like Tita Wu RP Tita, like like 1BJD, like Kyle Rich and them, like the 4-1 guys, Jen Carter, Tata. They showed a lot of love. I ain't gonna lie, shout out 4-1. Pretty much every like K Flock showed love for him as well.
I love that word.
K, like the Troopers show a lot of love, like D thing and them.
So a lot of Drake artists, they gonna rock your brand, they gonna tap in.
Yeah, and as far as like influencers, pretty much.
Yeah, content creators. What we got? TikTokers.
TikTokers. It was Jay Smirk. Shout out Jay Smirk. You probably don't know him. He used to get sturdy a lot. Yeah, shout out to him. I ain't gonna lie, he has every color sweatsuit, bro. Like
all flavors.
Shout out Jay Smirk, man. There used to be him and his group. As far as YouTubers, I had this girl, Daya Baby. Shout out to her.
Daya Baby, YouTuber, guys. Come check out.
Yeah, she would always tap into us. Queen Kayla. It's a bunch of people, bro. If I forgot anybody, my fault. But shout out.
All good. You know who you are. If you bought any prolific merchandise in the past, I appreciate you.
Shout out everybody showing love, because we are where we are today because of the love, and the love gonna take us farther. So we need more love. As a matter of fact, we need all the love we could get. Love is love.
I want to get more into. I want to see where your fashion tastes are. Fashion icons, brother. We gonna get this or that. All right, I want you to pick. A$AP Rocky or Pharrell.
Honestly, those not really. I don't really know too much on A$AP Rocky or Pharrell. I know who they are. I know who they are. Of course, I know A$AP Rocky and Pharrell, but I'm not really too much into they type of, like, I don't go to them for fashion, if that makes sense.
All right, so
no, but I could answer the question though. I'm just trying to make you understand where I stand with them.
All right.
So, but I'll say like, I don't know, like Pharrell, don't he like run Louis Vuitton nowadays?
Pharrell, yes, he does.
Yeah,
back in the day, he used to have a sponsorship with Bape.
With Bape, I already know, in Billionaire Boys Club, I believe.
Yep. BBC.
So me, Billionaire Boys Club actually been like the brand I grew up on. I looked up to being a. Actually, that's one of my inspirations.
BBC?
Yeah, so I'll say him for that, I guess.
Nah, word.
But
I
it's
see where the connection comes in.
Yeah,
from.
like and Babe as well. I grew up looking up to Babe too.
Of course, that's Lil Wayne. Come on now.
Yeah. So I would say him for that reason. But A$AP Rocky, I feel like he's more like, I don't know, known to like the youth, I guess.
Yes, but in his style is more like chic, hipsterish. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Harlem swag. He throwing some bricks with some North Face. Yeah, we don't be BK over here. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't really our cup of tea. But
that's what I'm saying. Like that, I ain't really, my fashion not really based off their style. But I definitely rock Pharrell. Shout out A$AP too, though. You know,
Nah, definitely. I could rock with that. Luxury brands that resonate the most with you. Dior, Gucci, anything that resonate with you?
I'll say like I Dior for the shoes.
Dior for the sneakers. All right, that's cool.
I'll say like Louis. I never really had. I had a couple Gucci stuff in my life, but I'll say Louis. I like Louis better, but only because like nowadays I just wear my brand. I'm gonna be honest.
Nah, yeah, I totally feel you.
Yeah, I really wear my brand, but I like to mix my brand with designers so that way like people see, okay, it's at the same level. You know,
it's popping out with other. You know what I'm saying?
It's also a designer. You always want to, whatever business you have, you always want to make it known that it is also luxury. So it's always good to like, it's a name for it. It's like
coexist.
Coexist. So let's say I have Dior, like let's say like Dior sneakers. I'll put the Prolific on with the, you know what I'm saying?
Now
like,
they both matching.
You know what I'm saying? I got a Mary jeans on,
but you got your brand
on top. Yeah. So it's like it's the same level. So
I get what you're saying.
So that's what I try to do nowadays. Mix designer with Prolific. Because Prolific is designer. You feel me?
Yes, sir. That's a fact. Any other question you have for this brother over here?
So my question to you is, out of everything in your brand, what is your favorite item to sell or have sold?
Well, to be honest, my favorite piece, like I said earlier, is the graduation sweatsuit. But to sell, I would say the one that's my favorite to sell is my most expensive one.
Hey, that's all.
Which is, but I'm not even saying that for the money though, because that was the piece that I created that I actually like took, like, because my goal in the beginning was, okay, we doing the sweatshirts, the t-shirts. Now it's time to kind of like show a different vibe,
right?
And that was my freedom piece, which for Black History Month we dropped the hoodie. It's made out of tapestry, and it's like, check it out. It's on Instagram.
Tap in, y'all. Tap in.
Yeah. The website again. What's the name of your
ProlificFabricStore.com. But it's the freedom piece, and you know, it was the first attempt at expanding something differently, and it worked out pretty well. People loved it. We got positive feedback. So anytime somebody buy that, it makes me feel like good. And also too, here's another reason too. So it's obviously a Black History Month piece, you know?
Yeah.
Like it hit me when different races were buying it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had, for example, like an Asian kid pull up on me to like buy it, you know.
And he still want to represent our culture.
Yeah.
That shows how influential your brand is.
You know what I'm saying? So that became my favorite piece due to these little experiences. It was like, damn, it was hitting people differently. Like I seen like all type of people. I seen white people wearing it, bro. As a matter of fact, it was a teacher from Chicago. His name is Martin, Mr. Martin. Shout out to him too, by the way. He hit me up from TikTok. He loved my brand. I think I hit him up first though. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't know who hit up with first, but
interacted.
Yeah, we interacted. But I'm sending a bunch of stuff, and he sent me the freedom piece, like meaning he ignored all the other stuff. And it's a white teacher, bro.
That's the one that caught his attention.
And he's like, yo, bro, this is so cool. I need this one. I'm like, bro, you sure?
That's love.
I'm like, and I sent it to him. He wore it in a bunch of videos. And I seen the impact. It's like sort of like the brand was kind of like pulling people together. And he was like in the school, he did like specifically for Black History Month, he did like something in the auditorium for the kids. He had it on teaching about history, blah, blah, blah. So that's become my favorite piece. Like, you know, it has a physical touch to me. So
yeah, that's love. That's love. So do you sell any of your merchandise in any stores? Or if so, do you want to open up your own store? Like, what's for the future for your brand?
2025 goal.
2025. Yes. So to that store question, it is in a couple stores. We had Stealth at 349 Kent Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Go tap into that. We have some stuff there. And also Backhand in Flatbush, 836 Flatbush Avenue.
Brooklyn, so you have two locations where your merchandise is sold at in Brooklyn.
Nah, actually, I have a couple others. I have some in the Bronx too. I have one in the Bronx called Karma. I forgot the address on once.
Oh yeah,
Karma on Instagram, Karma in the Bronx.
Search up Karma in the Bronx. You guys check it out if you want to cop prolific fabric merchandise.
Yeah, so we've been through mad different stores. There's some stores like, for example, they sold out. I didn't restock on.
It's cool, yeah.
But for the most part, those 3 stores I named were there.
And you can always find them there, and he gonna re-up in them stores too if they sold out.
Yeah, nowadays I'm not even really like a couple stores been hitting me. I'm not even really.
You more so focused on online selling.
Yeah, cause like we just been going so crazy lately, bro. It's just like right now.
What's the point of a store location?
Nah, it's not. What's the point? The point is, it's more income, but it's just like at this very moment, it's just like I haven't been focused on.
You're more focused on online selling.
So 2025, I will be focused on it more. But those 3 stores I name is definitely there for me. So go tune in, man.
No, definitely. For my young entrepreneurs out there who also have a clothing brand, what vendors did you used to go to when you first started your business?
All right, so that's a good question. So when I first started, I used to go to Manhattan, bro.
Yo, continue. Go ahead.
I was, I was. I'm saying? A lot of people watching it's sort of like the most affordable way to start at first. You go to Manhattan.
You go to Manhattan for your fashion brands. Describe how you.
Yeah. So basically, any wholesale store, put it like that. But they could be everywhere. But I know for sure there's some in Manhattan. You buy the sweatsuit link, like meaning they sell the
regular white plain sweatsuit.
White plain. You pay maybe I don't know $20 for the hoodie or something. Then you find a local printing shop near your house or in the neighborhood,
Kings Plaza, whatever.
Yeah, and then you send your logo, whatever, and then they print it on it. That's how I started. So
just straight steam on top. Prolific logo on top of the hoodie.
Yeah, that's how I started at first. And it's crazy. We're selling those like crazy. But I wish I did what I'm doing now at first. But you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's how I started at first. And then we got into manufacturing overseas, where now I get my stuff made in China, Pakistan, Europe, different places. Like, because I have different products. So
of course.
So some products is made by different, you know what I'm saying? Like not the same person make everything. So I have partners in China, like I said. So that's how we started at first. Now we just official overseas. So everybody watching, yes, you could start with the local manufacturing, which is what I call it, but eventually you want official, official clothing, which is,
and they're mostly credible from out the country.
Yeah,
China.
I mean, they have them out here too. Though. Don't get me wrong. There's all over, like I said. But just make sure it's official. Like have official tags in the back, showing your sizes. You want to make sure you wash it 100 times.
And it still look the same. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So at first, you know what I'm saying? We had to go through trial and error. So we did that at first. Now we're doing it the right way. So everybody watching, I advise you, find a manufacturer somewhere that can make official clothing. You want it to be official to the point where where you can compare it to your favorite brands and it's the same. That's how you think about it.
I love that.
And with that comes a little, investing.
You have to put a hefty price for that.
I don't want to call it hefty price, but it's just, it's an investment at the end of the day. So it's like, you got to be ready for that, man. Know what you want to do, get the quality right, and just push it.
Now, word. I'm going to spice this question up. Now, this one a little bit more for the ladies. Could you see yourself dating someone who's not in the entrepreneur field? Could you date a 9-to-5 girl and you being a business-related person?
For sure, 100%, bro. What your partner does shouldn't really have anything to do with what you do. Now, the question is, does she see herself dating me? Being an entrepreneur.
And I definitely have to interject because I was dating a guy who wanted to start his own business. I helped fund it.
Okay.
Because obviously that's my dude. I'm gonna help you out.
Girlfriend.
Very much so. Clock it. But the only thing that bothered me was that he got discouraged a lot. Yeah. And as you know, I'm being your girlfriend, I'm gonna uplift you every day. I support you. It's not a problem. You have friends that I know that support you. My friends support you. But it took a toll on me. Like, hey babe, you got this. I know you got this, but I need you to know that you got it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the only thing. I don't mind dating an entrepreneur, but you gotta have the faith in yourself. I can't push for it by myself. It's not my brand. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was the only hardship I had. But other than that, it was fine.
Yeah, entrepreneurship is kind of tough sometimes because everybody nowadays is an entrepreneur. But you go and somebody buy on Instagram, they see or something. But it's really who's really doing it for real. And I don't know, I would say I'm doing it for real. So I don't know whoever's dating me because I'm going to be shooting photos with different girls all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you don't let that discourage them.
Yeah, I'm out there all the time. So it's I don't know. Somebody's got to understand I'm just out here working. On your situation, I could say that happens with a lot of people that I know. I've heard this story a lot. But it's people take the word support and like I don't know, they misinterpret it like in a way. Like for example, I could support you, right?
Mhm.
Let's say you sell a drink. Well, I can't use drink because I could buy a drink every day. I ain't
Right.
But let's say like you selling, I don't know, microphones. I only really need one microphone.
Right.
So I've supported you already.
Right.
So it's like people expect the family member to buy every day or something. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people like I get a bunch of orders every day. None of them people know me, bro. Not one of them know who Fedy Bruno is. So you gotta understand. Like I bought some Nikes the other day for somebody or whatever. I have no idea who made Nike, bro. And I probably will never know who made Nike. So people gotta understand, don't look for like they friends as their success, like their plan to make it out, bro. You do have 1,000 friends. Like for example, I don't know, like let's say I did 1,000 orders, like in a month or a year, whatever the case may be. I do not know 1,000 people, bro. I promise you. So therefore, you as a business owner, you gotta put yourself out there for the world to know about you. It's called traffic. You gotta get traffic. People need to know about you. People need to know what drink your fantasy is. That's what it's called, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, people need to know. Like when I'm walking outside, I see, I don't know, Zora, I walk in, whatever. I know about Zora. Zora didn't, you know what I'm saying? Zora's not my cousin, not my uncle or something like that. So you know, is that your ex now or still your boyfriend?
That's still my man.
All right, so your man can still make it happen, but he just gotta feel me. Don't like when I first started, I used to think that way. Oh, support. Bro, take that support thing out your head. Like support's not even a word in business to me because you're gonna get support, but people are gonna buy your product. You just gotta put yourself out there for them to want to buy it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he should do. And if and what he could do, like I said, was it clothing he was doing? If you don't mind me asking.
It was clothing. It was his own strand of weed. It was like a various of different things, honestly. Like, he's the type of person he's a go-getter. That's one thing I could tell you about him. He gets it by any means necessary. But certain aspects he was down a lot. He felt down, he felt like shit. And I was just like, you can do it. I know you could do it.
He could do it.
And other people I know, they know he could do it. But
he could do it.
When you're a new business owner, like it's hard.
Sure. Yeah, he could do it for sure. Like I said, he just gotta keep pushing, bro. And I don't know, like just keep pushing. And the thing about it, I just started just because I just got so excited.
I know.
Because this next line is gonna hit you differently. Look, once you get your first sale, bro, you should know you could get mad other sales because that one sale is the same as all the other ones.
Honestly.
So that's what made it for me. Once I made my first sale, that wasn't my friend though, like a random sale of a random person. That's when I knew it's clipping. And I did 5 sales. I'm like, yo, so this is possible. Like you just gotta see that it's possible.
For sure.
So he just gotta get his first sale. And I'm sure he made his first sale already.
He's made hundreds, 500s, thousands of sales.
Just keep it going, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can say.
Fact. All right. Next question, boss man. What do you see yourself for goals for 2025? What are the next expectations for Prolific Fabric for next year?
Great question. So first off, 2025, I'm gonna have Prolific University.
Prolific University. You doing school, my man?
Yeah, definitely. Because I get a lot of messages. People ask me,
you're teaching people how to run a clothing brand?
Yeah.
All right. No, that's fire.
Yeah, you thought I was about to have like a school? Like,
I was fucking with you on some joke shit.
Nah, but yeah, I mean, it is gonna be a school, Prolific University, because I get a lot of messages like, people like ask me, how you do this, how you do that, advice, So I think it's only right that I do that.
Prolific University. What would you sell this being an educational course, what would you sell this as? If you don't have a price yet, that's okay.
Okay, well, it's gonna have free stuff in it too.
No, yeah, of course, free lessons, but
but for the most part, it's just like if they want to learn basically how I get my result, they can get it too. I'm gonna teach everything, like no
gatekeeping. I'm not hiding any lessons that he's learned. None of that.
And the thing with my university, I'm gonna have, because I'm using my brand as the example. So okay, here's what I did, which the result is right there. It's no black and white, everything in front of you, and here's what I did to do it. So you can't really tell me it don't work because you
can't mess up. I tried this myself. If it didn't work, there's a step that you're not taking.
Yeah. So and usually it's just doing the work. So
that's it.
That's what Prolific University is gonna be about. Come with like an ebook. It's gonna be done the right way.
Yeah, I'm impressed already, bro. I can't wait to see where your business is.
And as far as the brand, like we just gonna keep expanding. Like I have new stuff on the way. I'm gonna just I'm going to doing like monthly drops or like every 2 months a new drop. Like we're just gonna go crazy and keeping the brand identity and just keep pushing. Believe it or not, I never really had a mainstream anybody in my clothing yet. It's just been New York people.
Right.
Like I need, feel me, like well, free Dirk. I was on the Dirk in my clothes.
Now, speaking, so any Chicago artists, LA artists you've seen rock your brand so far?
I've had supporters from different places.
Yeah,
But as far as artists,
artists.
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't. Maybe because I get orders all over. So
You wouldn't know. Yeah,
I ship orders.
So you see them posted.
Yeah, I ship orders all over. So I mean, I wouldn't like as far as artists that I like listen to. I would say no. But that's the goal 2025.
That's a fact.
I need everybody. But I could see why. Like I could see why. I could see why 2025 is gonna happen like so easy because I'm gonna expand and be so diverse.
Or take over.
That if you don't like this piece, you're gonna like that piece, bro. All the only thing about it is when I try to reach out to people, the hardest part is getting their attention. Once I get their attention, like we're actually having a conversation, yeah, I got you. You gotta like sign in and you're gonna have it on.
That's a fact.
So that's 2025. And then as far as having my own personal store, I kind of actually don't want to have a personal store. The reason being, when it's in other people's stores, I just collect a check.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's
so
all.
it's just I don't know. I want to focus on other things. So I want to have it in let's say 20 stores and I'm just collecting, and it's
then that's more of a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a second side hustle for you at that point. Yeah.
So that's and then another goal 2025, just being happy, like being myself, enjoying life.
That's for sure. Having peace,
like reading more, learning more,
positive energy always. 2025.
Working out too. 2025 is one of my goals. I need to get
no negative energy. No, I asked about the stores because a lot of brands are only online. Besides Fashion Nova, like Fashion Nova, if you live in California, you definitely need to go to that store.
Lucky.
They have a store? I didn't know.
Yeah, they have a store in Cali.
That's cool.
But for you, like it's like I just wanted to know if that was something you were interested in.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the thought. It's in my mind, but I don't really look too much into it as of yet, but maybe in the future for sure.
Okay. Do you want to have just one store, multiple international stores?
Definitely a store in Brooklyn.
Okay.
For sure.
So local for sure. Local.
But I'll say different states at first, and I don't know, like, but definitely Brooklyn for sure. We'll start with that.
Okay.
Brooklyn, Heights, Flatbush, Brownsville. I don't know.
Because you definitely got love in Brooklyn. You already know how Brooklyn give it up.
We tapping in.
Swear, shout out Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn changed my life. I ain't gonna lie. I would have been mad if I moved somewhere else when I first came to America. Imagine I was from Philly or something.
Nah, word. Or Jersey or some shit.
No shade to Philly, please.
Now, shout out Philly, though. I don't want y'all to feel like that was shade. But the logo would have never, because, it says Brooklyn on it. That's what I mean.
Nah, well, that's a fact. So I see you sipping over there. What you got in that cup, my man? What you drinking on?
I think you told me it's Douce, right? And
so you a light liquor man or dark liquor? What do you drink, preferably?
I'm like both, I'll say dark, like Henny. Growing up, when I Henny, then moved on to Douce, then the Migos era. Then now the Don.
Now you keeping it grown, so you fucking with the Douce for the night.
Yeah, I guess, because you brought me back. You brought me back in time.
That's what I'm saying. Took him back to his roots. Let's take a cheers to that, you guys.
Shout out to y'all, and thanks.
It's a fact. We outside to a great episode. Thank you.
So we wrapped it up basically.
Almost. But yeah,
okay.
Hold on, let me finish this part.
That's fine. I just thought we did this one.
Now you good, but I would love to thank my guests for coming out. Thank you to my beautiful co-host Nat for coming out here with these amazing questions.
Shout out Nat.
And my brother Fedy Bruno, Prolific Fabric, the brand, the motion, the everything, the streetwear brand. I want you guys to tap in. Would you mind telling your website one more time?
So the website is prolificfabricstore.com. The Instagram is Prolific Fabric, and our slogan is fashion for the culture, man. We for everybody, we for the world. So
it's a fact. Can't wait to see what the world beholds for 2025.
That's a fact.
It's a fact. We outside. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Get in or get out.
Thank you for having me. This is my show.
I think the last take was just the best one.
Yeah, I feel like this one was gonna be. It was way better than the first one probably would have been.
Yeah, because I just went.
We ate that. You did good. You did good. You just need to loosen up. But you did good. You answered the questions fine. All right,